How's it going, YouTube? Mitch SANTONA here with Neca Stuff. This is Kratos from the God of War game, Part 2, from my buddy, SportsWolf3. He hooked me up with this bad boy. It was a little surprise. It was in one of my unboxings on my other channel. Go check that out if you like unboxing videos, because it was a fun one. And he snuck this guy in here. He said, dude, you got to play this game. You got to get this. And I've done both and absolutely love it. And I'm very thankful for him for giving this to me because it looks amazing. I've been dying to get it out of here. But I wanted to record this and just show it off and package first because it does look nice sitting in there. So he comes with the Blades of Athena and also the Blade of Olympus, too. So that's kind of cool. I haven't seen the Blades of Athena. I assume they're behind the artwork. But here's just some of the back here. And you can read that if you like. But that's what the packaging looks like. But now it's time to destroy it so I can get this guy out and play. Alright, here is Kratos out of the tomb. And man, does he look sweet. And taking him out of there, I noticed right off the bat the weight, the heft, the amount of plastic used. This thing is like a solid figure. And I love that. I thought it was going to be hollow. I didn't really realize the quality that you get with these things. And now I know why my buddy Corey raves about them all the time, because these really are quality figures. I'm totally digging this thing, man. Okay, so I put one of the Blades of Athena in his hand, and I realized what Corey was warning me about a lot of these God of War figures. I think maybe NECAs in general, but the hands are kind of fragile. You got to be careful with them. They're very easily poppy-offable, I guess. I don't know what that word is. But I want to show off these weapons just in front of the camera and up close, because look at the friggin' detail. It's all blue, and it looks like just like some glowing electric. And this is all rusty and blood-stained and skull and teeth and chain. Oh, I love this thing. And it does come with a couple of knobs. So you can stick this in his hand and then stick the back, I guess, portion of the weapon on, so you're not, like, you know, tearing that off while you try to jam it in his hand. Gosh, these look great. All right, here's a little close-up shot of the Blade of Olympus, and look at the detail they put into this thing. I know why he raves about these NECA figures. I can't speak highly enough about this because I think this is just absolutely amazing. Amazing sculpt, amazing work. Gosh, the time that's been put into these things. And it just doesn't stop, too. There's like no area left undetailed, which is really, really nice. I mean, you can even go as far as picking this off and then check out in here. Huh? And the last accessory, of course, is just a stand for pegging into his feet. Just stabilize him a little bit, because he is a heavy figure. That is a wickedly awesome head sculpt. I absolutely love that thing. I love the chainmail here on his collar, you can see. It looks like this is all like a bronze, like a metal, like it's been stamped and forged into these shapes. Yeah, I'm real impressed with this. You know, you got the pauldrons here, the shoulder shielding. That's very cool and very scary. Looks like there's some leather crafted in here with the little metal rings in there, and just that this is like ring armor too, and that looks great. The chains, those are all sculpted in. That looks amazing there. And he's got the gloves here, like spiked hands. Oh man, this is nice. Very Greek looking with the material here. Again, more leather with the ringlets here, and it just looks it looks like worn leather. I mean, I don't know how you sculpt and paint it to look that great, and it just does look great. Look at the back. I mean, man, that's just amazing. Absolutely incredible. Love that. Love the chainmail. It goes all the way up. You can look at his butt there, and he's got chainmail everywhere. They left no square millimeter of this thing is not untouched with detail, and I absolutely love that and can totally appreciate this. Just amazing work here. His heels, exposed heels. There's some more leather here. Got some gnarled up feet on him. Man, he's just awesome, man. I don't intend to like really jack this thing around and try to get him in dynamic poses, because he's menacing and beautiful just the way he is. But he does have a fair bit of articulation, which surprised me, because I didn't really know that these kind of figures came with that. He's got a ball swivel on his head, so you can move that around, plus up and down. His shoulders, although these can kind of, they might be able to come off. I'm not going to pull them off just in case they are glued, but I'm sure I could get him back on if I did rip it out of there, but I can see that there's a peg there. Now, he does have one of those kind of universal joints in his shoulders there, so the arm can spin here as well as, you know, kind of go up and down. Again, hindered by this, but that's okay. He's got a pivot at his elbow, and it's a stiff pivot. You got to be careful. And the hands, again, very fragile, but they do swivel. His waist is kind of it rocks around. Like, I don't know what kind of a joint you'd call that. Maybe someone can correct me and tell me. But it rocks as well as swivels, so that's kind of nice because then you can kind of bend down and leer at you in a very mean way. The legs have an upper leg swivel as well as a pivot, and it's kind of like a ball joint up in there, and it can kind of rock around a bit, but it doesn't really splay out. At least I'm not going to crank on it to find out. But it should, you know, kind of get you where you need to be. You got, of course, a bend at the knee, which is very, very tight, and I don't really want to do that either. And he's got a pivoty ankle, so you can kind of rock that around as well as a little bit of up and down. Again, hindered by little bits of armor and such, but man, that's nice. So my overall synopsis on this figure is that I absolutely love it. I don't have many complaints at all. I wish the hands weren't really fragile. I guess that would be my only knock. And I kind of wish you could store these guys, you know, on his back. There's really no way that I saw that you could do anything clear, at least. You know, if there was a little hooks or something back there, that would have been kind of cool, just so you could, you know, put it in there like the game. But other than that, I think this is just an absolutely great figure. I think if you've got God of War, if you like this at all, pick one of these up, man. I can definitely recommend this, and it took all of one figure to get me hooked on NECA. Thank you very much, Corey. I appreciate it, man. Take care, guys. We'll see you later. I got some Marvel Avengers stuff coming up. I got a lot more amazing Spider-Man goodies coming your way, as well as, oh gosh, Mega Blocks and Legos and Star Wars and all other kinds of nerdy things that we all love. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.